Irish Defence Minister Simon Coveney says that neutrality means taking sides militarily in conflicts which don't involve us. I say, get this man a dictionary pronto. This is Ben Scallon and you're watching Gript Media. Before we start the video, please comment whether or not Ireland should stay neutral in the Ukraine conflict, because by commenting and liking the video, you boost this channel in the algorithm and that gets the video seen by more people, which helps us to grow. And so with that, on to the video. You know that our country is in a bad position when we're in the midst of a major crisis and the people in charge think that key words mean the precise opposite of what they actually mean. Over the past few weeks, there have been talks about whether or not Irish soldiers should be training the Ukrainian military to help them in their war against Russia. And Irish Defence Minister Simon Coveney says that he supports the idea in principle. Now, you may be thinking, but Ben, wouldn't that violate our neutrality? But you see, this is where you misunderstand. As Coveney told us earlier this year, he has his own definition of neutrality. This comment was made in response to Sinn Féin TD John Brady, who correctly informed Coveney that, quote, if Ireland is neutral, then neutral means neutral against all countries and their militaries, which is a succinct and reasonable description if ever there was one. But Coveney disagrees. He has another definition. To Ireland's Defence Minister, neutrality means militarily supporting one army over another during a war that doesn't involve us. I'll let Simon explain in his own words.
Neutrality does not mean we stay out of these debates. Neutrality for me and military non-alignment for me means we decide when and where Ireland intervenes, who we partner with, what side we take, on debates, in conflicts and so on. We decide. And we're not tied into those positions by alliances that we've signed up to. That's what non-alignment and military neutrality is for me. And on the Russia invasion of Ukraine, we are not neutral. We have made it very clear that we're taking sides here, both from a humanitarian point of view and also from a military support point of view, to allow Ukrainians to defend themselves as best we can, and we're making a modest contribution towards those efforts. So I think it's important to put some of those issues on the record.
Now, first of all, I'm not sure why what military neutrality means to you is remotely relevant. Who cares what it means to you or to me or to anyone else? The word has a definition independent of what you or I think about it. This is like saying, well, to me, veganism means eating pork and chicken. Yeah, but that's not the definition of the word, is it? Nobody cares what you think. You can't just make stuff up. Oxford Dictionary defines neutrality as not supporting or helping either side in a conflict or disagreement, etc. Impartiality. So Coveney's personal definition is literally the 180-degree exact opposite of the actual textbook definition, as in it's objectively tripe. It should also be noted that being able to choose which battles you fight in has absolutely nothing at all to do with neutrality. That would be sovereignty that he's thinking of. Switzerland is free to choose its battles and has no military alliances. It's also neutral. They're two separate ideas. This is just a fundamental misunderstanding of the basic vocabulary of statecraft by a government minister. Imagine if you were in a debate where the moderator was being blatantly biased in favor of your opponent and you called him out on his lack of neutrality and he said, well, I am neutral because I was free to pick which side I was going to support and I chose him. Would anyone take that answer seriously? I mean, it's clearly preposterous. So to be clear, to Ireland's Defence Minister, neutrality means militarily supporting one army over another during a foreign war. This is interesting as in 2019, Coveney spearheaded a push in the Dáil to block a bill which would have enshrined Irish neutrality in the Constitution, which makes a lot more sense now in hindsight. Notably, when Ireland joined PESCO, Malta, which is also neutral, decided not to join, saying that they would wait and see what it developed into rather than finding themselves signed up for something which compromised their neutrality. Apparently, our leaders did not have any such concerns and couldn't get the ink on the paper fast enough, rushing headfirst into the agreement. Now that we know they clearly do not understand these fundamental concepts, it kind of casts a different light on their assurances that PESCO won't infringe on our neutrality. How can they possibly say that when they evidently don't even know what the word means? Of all the brazen attempts to redefine a word ad hoc for political gain, this has got to be up there as one of the most ridiculous. Please like and share this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider signing up for a monthly donation via the link on screen to help us produce more content like this. Alternative media like Gript needs all the assistance it can get, and every donation goes a long way. As always, thanks for watching.